Welcome to the Hilton Head Living Podcast. I'm your host, O.T. Gibbons. Our mission with all of our content is to make sure you have the best time in Hilton Head. All the best places to go, all the biggest events going on, and everything you need to know to make the most out of your time on the island. I am joined as always by the star of our content, my beautiful wife and co-host, Jessica Gibbons. How you doing, Jess?
Hi.
All right, on this week's episode of the podcast, we're going to be talking about everything happening this month in July on Hilton Head Island. We're going to be talking about our favorite new thing that we tried last week. And as always, we're going to answer the people. But before we get into all that, if you could please rate and like this podcast or the YouTube video, wherever you're listening or watching, that would really help us out. And with that, Jess, what's going on in July in Hilton Head?
Well, it's July 4th weekend. Woohoo!
Woo!
So it's going to be crowded on the island,
Mm-hmm.
but it's all good. Lots of fun stuff. And to start off, Bluffton will be having their Independence Day celebration on July 3rd from 5 to 9 p.m. There'll be kids' activities and live music in the Martin Family and Du Bois parks. And then fireworks will start about 9 o'clock when it gets dark, basically. And those can best be seen from the Wright Family and Oscar Fraser parks. Then you can begin your July 4th morning with the parade in Sea Pines at Harbor Town. That starts at 9:30. If you'd like to participate, meet at the quarter deck at 8:30 to register. And then afterwards, there's a carnival with games and activities. There's also the Star Hunt at the Salty Dog that morning at 9 o'clock, where kids can hunt for stars with clues and they can trade them in for treats or prizes. For those that are active, there's the USA 5K run at Coligny, which benefits the Sea Turtle Foundation. And there's the Firecracker 5K at Honeyhorn. The Frosty Frog will host their annual hot dog eating contest at 11 a.m. There'll be a men's and women's categories. There is a frozen t-shirt contest for kids 17 and under. There is the Salute to Shore, which is a military jets fly over, and they're scheduled to fly over Hilton Head at 1:30, and the Sea Pines Beach Club is the best place to see them. Greg Russell will be having a special 4th of July concert underneath the Liberty Oak Tree in Harbor Town at Sea Pines from 8 to 9. And right after that, they will have the Sea Pines fireworks. That will start again about 9 o'clock when it gets dark. You can also see fireworks at Shelter Cove Harbor and Marina for Harbor Fest, which beforehand they have live music and kids activities, Shannon Tanner, Cappy the Clown, which does take place every Tuesday. But remember, this week it will not take place on Tuesday because they're going to have the July 4th celebration on Friday. Celebrate Gullah culture, history, and traditions at the Gullah Heritage Festival on July 5th. From 11 to 4 at the Gullah Museum, and tickets are required. Sea Pines will be celebrating Christmas with a week-long events of Christmas in July, and they'll have a bunch of different festive events going on all week. Listen to live music at Jazz in the Park on the 8th at Lowcountry Celebration Park beginning at 7:30, and you can bring lawn chairs, blankets, whatever you need to enjoy the show. If you miss it on the 8th, it is also on the 22nd this month. Party in the Park will take place on the 10th and the 24th at Lowcountry Celebration Park. Don't miss the DJ Allen show on the 11th and 25th in Sea Pines underneath the Liberty Oak Tree. The Beaufort Water Festival will take place in Beaufort from the 11th to the 20th. So it's a long period of time with tons of events. There's a huge concert, an air show, arts and crafts, so much stuff. Go check out their schedule. Sunset Beach Yoga will take place on the 13th at Fish Hall Beach from 7:15 to 8:15. The Outside Foundation will host the Keep the Broad Creek Clean Festival on the 15th at Shelter Cove Community Park. Brims on the Bluff will have their second anniversary party on the 17th. Take the kids to the Rick Hubbard's Kids Show in Sea Pines on the 18th. Bluffton's Slide Out of July water slide event will take place on the 19th at the Buck Walter Place Park. The Food Culture Food Truck event will take place the 25th to the 27th at the Tanger Outlets. The Bluffton Summer Concert Series will continue with the May River Shrimp Festival on the 25th. Gola Fest will take place on the 27th at historic Mitchellville Freedom Park. Summer, a Donna Summers musical, will take place at the Arts Center from July 9th until the 11th. And then some new and noteworthy news, some new places that are open. There is Madaisy's Porch in Bluffton, which has a heritage center with exhibits, a new restaurant, Chef B's, and the Bacchus Bakery. So lots of good stuff right there. Definitely need to go visit that. And then Nala's Beach Bar and Grill is now open on Hilton Head, which we've mentioned before. It's right next to Adventure Cove, kind of on the north end of the island.
Okay, so that's everything happening on Hilton Head Island in July. Let's talk about what we did last week. Jess, what was your favorite new thing that you tried last week?
I did two things because they were right next to each other. So the first one, I love hats. You can never have too many hats. I don't care what kind of sun hat, baseball cap. So I made a trucker hat, a customized trucker hat at the Three Sisters Hat Bar, which is in the Coligny Plaza, right in the middle area. They have tons of little kiosks there. So it's one of the kiosks. And they have tons of patches that you can choose from. I chose one that says "A Girl That Just Loved Dogs" because you guys all know how obsessed I am with our dogs, and some paw print patches. So I love it. It was a lot of fun. And then right next to that was an airbrush tattoo place. So I had to get one of those too, because I mean, what's summer if you don't get an airbrush tattoo? And they had so many. You can ask OT. He was getting annoyed with me because I had a hard time choosing which one to get. I ended up getting a little seahorse on my back, and you can choose what colors you want too. They also have henna tattoos that last a couple days. So that was just a fun little place to go to. We were kind of killing time, and it'd be fun to take the kids there because they have a bunch of kiosks there, and they also have the Summer Music Series concert going on. And then what about you?
This week, I went out and played golf at the Crescent Point Golf Club right over the bridge right there, and it was $64. It's an Arnold Palmer golf course. It was really enjoyable. They have a couple holes there that are very unique and right along the water, crazy cool views. It's definitely worth checking out. The conditions the greens were kind of in a little bit of rough shape, but you could tell that I guess some new group had bought it and is trying to put some money into it to make it even better. And so you could tell they were doing some things to try to fix it up. And if they do get those conditions going, it could be a heck of a deal to go play. And the Arnold Palmer layout is always really fun. All right. And as always, we're going to answer the people. And the question we've been getting asked most often lately is about beach bars in Hilton Head Island. And let me tell you, if you come to Hilton Head and you skip these beach bars, you are missing out.
Yeah, they're a lot of fun. And I'm going to start with probably the most popular one. And it's also considered a music venue, and it's open the latest, which is only 10 o'clock, but that's because it's on the beach, and we got to be aware of the sea turtles because we love them. And that is the Tiki Hut. There's also, you can get food there, great food, and you can either get there through the Coligny Beach access and then just go to the right, or you can walk through the beach house parking lot all the way to the end, but you cannot park there unless you are staying at the beach house. Everyone always wants to know where the locals go. And the beach bar is Pool Bar Jim's right behind the Seacrest Hotel. And Jim, who has unfortunately passed away recently, was a Hilton Head legend. But just to be aware, there are two pools on each side of the bar, so it can be a little loud and a little bit crazy, but still fun.
And when you go to walk under the parking garage as you're going there, if you've never been there before, may think you're lost. You are headed the right way.
And there's usually two parking lot attendants that will tell you how to get there, that are very nice, and will show you how to get there too. Then there are two places where you need to pay the gate fee and then park at the front of the resort, and it's kind of a long walk. And those are Jamaica Joe's at the Hilton Head Island Beach and Tennis Resort and Coco's at the Hilton Head Resort. And Coco's also has a beach volleyball court and net that you can play at, which is fun. Another one that was a pretty long walk, and I think it was the most confusing for us to get to, was the Sea Salts Beverage Company at the Marriott Surf Watch. But however, that is probably least crowded too, because it's really only the people that are staying there that go there. The next one is a little more of a restaurant that people probably know about right on the beach and in Sea Pines, the coast at the Sea Pines Beach Club. It has tons of seating, but off to the side, there's also a little walk up to go area window that you can just quickly get something and then take it back to the beach with you, which is right there. Lastly is my favorite, which is right at the access of Outer Beach Access, and that is Loggerhead Landings. And I think it's really cool. You walk through this little archway and it's kind of like a hidden oasis. It's pretty awesome. There's tons of space. They also have couches and a large TV, which I think would be a great place to watch a game, especially in the fall, a little bit cooler. They have a little fire pit there. It'd be awesome.